Roman's on fire, Big E's on fire, Apollo's on fire, the Dirty Dogs are on fire, Daniel Bryan's on fire, Shinsuke Nakamura's on fire, Monday Night Raw is terrified. That's how that song goes. I loved last night's SmackDown. Even the little cameos, the little things on last night's SmackDown, which included Billy Kay, for example, coming on screen for like 20 seconds going, hey, I'm a mosh pitting expert. I listen to Blink 182. That makes me punk. Absolutely fantastic from top to bottom. I loved last night's SmackDown. But I am Ross Twiddell from Cultaholic Wrestling, and these are all the WTF moments from a fantastic episode of Friday Night SmackDown. Hit the intro man. And isn't it nice to see Seth Rollins himself back on SmackDown and looking very well? Indeed, he's looking radiant in the midst of all that fatherhood he's doing at the moment. And we're continuing the really inconsequential stuff right at the start of these WTF moments, as we heard something right at the top of last night's show that should not have sounded satisfying on the ear whatsoever, but it did. Therefore, I'm going to speak about it right now. It's the way Roman Reigns says the word cockroach. Cockroach. Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns says, Kevin Owens is a cockroach. And I always thought that Roman Reigns was from Samoan descent. It turns out that's a load of bollocks. He's actually an Italian. Stereotypes, don't hate me. Kevin Owens is a cockroach. Gino DeCampo. And then we have a direct quote from Roman Reigns to Adam Pearce, when Roman Reigns said to Adam Pearce, we've got a nice package. I want you, Adam Pearce, to get your eyes on. And I should have seen it coming. We all know that Roman Reigns is a no-good bastard as we're stood here in January of 2021, but I didn't see it coming, therefore WTF moment. Roman Reigns played a video package on the Titantron, and quite frankly, Roman, after you teased that, I want my money back. If you know what I'm saying. And I don't know about you at home, but I loved the moment on last night's SmackDown when Roman Reigns once again said to Adam Pearce, is Vince McMahon stupid? On global television, in front of the whole world, you're saying, Adam Pearce, that Vince McMahon is stupid? And did Adam Pearce, in response to that, say, no, I'm not saying that, Roman Reigns. I'm not saying that at all. I think Vince McMahon is a genius with massive swinging testicles that slap off my big baldy scalp every single time I go to work. Did he bollocks? Instead, Adam Pearce deflected the conversation in a different direction, right in the direction of one Paul Heyman, when he said, Paul, what are we doing here? I never said that. And then, because I'm a no-good hack on the interweb, I'm going to infer some things and open some brackets. And then inside that open bracket, I'm going to put what Adam Pearce was thinking, which was Paul Heyman. No, I didn't say it, but it doesn't mean I'm thinking it. We're inferring stuff here on WTF Moments. That's a babyface move if I ever saw one from Adam Pearce on last night's SmackDown. He knows how to pander to the fans. What a lovely guy Adam Pearce is. And then we have a direct quote from Carmella to Sasha Banks when Carmella said, when it comes to Raw talent, Sasha Banks, you can't touch me. And this is the same Carmella, by the way, who has had 4 singles matches up against Sasha Banks, and she has lost 3 of them. And of course, I get it before you go down to the comments section right below this here video. I know that Carmella is delusional. I know that Carmella is a professional wrestling heel and she might tell a few pork pies, but also she looked like a massive idiot. It would be like me standing here right now and saying, hey, KSI, with no training, I could beat you in a celebrity boxing match, even though I quite clearly can't. I look like a fool right now, just like Carmella did right there at that point during last night's SmackDown. Now, I've got to be honest with you, I missed last week's SmackDown and I have not been able to catch up with it. No excuses, I own it. But I need to ask the question, even though the question in question might have already been answered during last week's SmackDown. Dear viewer, where the hell is Dolph Ziggler's blue smackety down hat? I am worried, even though I might not have to be. On a related note, everybody, how do you turn a boat into a hat? I'll tell you, you turn it upside down and then it's capsized. And I cannot have been the only person asking the question, how on earth did Montez Ford pass the pre-WWE match medical? The pre-match WWE medical. The pre-match WWE medical. Yes. Did Tez Ford even have a pre-match medical? Did WWE's world-famous medical team do a CM Punk to Tez Ford's sorry ass before that match on last night's SmackDown? Here you go, Tez. You take that tablet. It'll all be fine. They apparently, allegedly did back then. To be honest with you, I have no idea what the answer is to any of those questions I have just asked there. What I do know is Montez Ford should not have been out there for last night's match if we are to be treating professional wrestling on SmackDown, which was professional wrestling still, by the way, as if it was real. And I've got a bone to pick with that Royal Rumble advert there. Now, I do concede that maybe that there is hinting at somebody like, I don't know, Big E, a newcomer to the main event scene, winning the men's Royal Rumble, Bianca Belair doing the same in the women's Royal Rumble. But when looking at that thing there, all I could think of is, hey man, WWE, Goldberg, Oldberg. I can't believe I just said that. I love Goldberg, me, but not now, not in 2021. He is challenging for the WWE title. You willies, WWE. Now, there's no doubt about it, everybody. Some of you tuning into this video will have been expecting me to make Rudolph the wrestling tag team. They are both middle-aged. Finish that song yourself, because I can't. But those two shaggers winning the tag team titles from Street Profits, a huge WTF moment. Well, let me tell you now, I'm calling your bluff, which is the stuff that makes me extra tough. I need to get a life. From the injury angle to the dirty dog's name, which is just absolutely fantastic for those two middle-aged sex pots right there. Middle-aged sex pots. Middle-aged sex pots is what I've just called those two there. What am I doing? But to the matching gear as well, I am all for the dirty dogs, those no good, scandalous bastards becoming SmackDown Tag Team Champions. And therefore, that in itself is a WTF moment. That's right, I'm making your expectation of a WTF moment, but it not being a WTF moment, a WTF moment. That is some meta stuff here on WTF Moments. The only thing that is missing from the dirty dogs is a hair metal 80s entrance theme. That's all they need, and it's complete. Paul Heyman's watch is broken. Pass it on. I'm just saying it, because if that was live, it could not have been midday. It means nothing, but I'm pointing it out nonetheless. It cannot have been midday if that segment there was live as it claimed to be. Shinsuke Nakamura with 3 successful pins on an episode of Friday Night SmackDown here in 2021. I cannot believe it. It's welcome, but I still can't believe it. Run away now. The end is nigh, the end is nigh. Time to run away, the end is nigh, nigh. And while we're here speaking about Shinsuke Nakamura, that lovely handshake with Daniel Bryan, which is less elbow than I'm giving off right now, it would appear that was a proper face turn. Therefore, down your drinks. Mago, 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 mago. And then we have a direct quote from Maggle Cole, who said Adam Pearce was nowhere near good enough to make it in WWE. And I was thinking, Maggle Cole, tell us how you really feel, you heartless, savage prick, when you're speaking about this 6'2", handsome, 5-time NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Of course he was good enough. And then that bastard, that no good table salesman, Roman Reigns himself, he had the lifeless body of Adam Pearce draped over the lifeless body of Shinsuke Nakamura, which means that Adam Pearce, Poundland, Vince McMahon, Adam Pearce is going to the Royal Rumble event of 2021 to challenge for Roman Reigns' Universal title. That's a match that might be happening. Happening. And to be honest with you, if you're sat there going, man, this is crap, I can't believe that Adam Pearce is going to challenge for the Universal title, I need to have a word with you right now. I can only assume that you must be a Pavlovian dog kind of being, and you've been preconditioned by years of crapness by WWE, let's just put it that way, into thinking that match there is actually going to take place as advertised. But I reckon if you're sat there thinking, well, Adam Pearce is definitely going to challenge Roman Reigns in a bog standard one-on-one match at the Royal Rumble for the Universal title, you need to give your head a wobble. And that's because, everybody, and I do concede this is a concept not used by WWE all too often, if ever, over the past 15 or so years, this is storyline-driven professional wrestling at its very best. This is good. And I'm saying that because of all the things and the implications and all the stuff that could come into play between now and that match potentially actually taking place. For example, Shinsuke Nakamura got shafted during that match. You're sat there thinking he's going to do nothing about being shafted from that Universal title match. Think again, surely. Surely Shinsuke Nakamura, at the very least, has got to do something to Adam Pearce or to Roman Reigns between now and the Royal Rumble of 2020. Surely. 2021, not the Royal Rumble of 2020, that was last year. 2021. 21, I still can't get the hang of 2021. I'm telling you, man, SmackDown was so good last night, and Adam Pearce not only being in the spot he is in right now as the number one contender for the Universal title here in the year of 2021, and how he got into that position. Intrigue. Intrigue is the word. Where do we go from here? The long and winding road to the Royal Rumble of 2021. It continues. Go on WWE. Go on SmackDown. Go on NXT. Raw, you can piss off. You're letting the side down, man. It's just great to see WWE not only doing good things, but when it comes to SmackDown and NXT, we might as well throw them in there as well, doing good things on a consistent basis. Go on. Good luck! Well, that's it, I think, for all your WTF moments from last night's SmackDown. I have been Ross Twiddell from Cultaholic Wrestling. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a lovely weekend. And don't worry, if you're thinking it's crap, let the storyline play out before saying it's crap. It's going to be good, I promise. I promise. Oh, dear.